Alright, starting off first with a 1984 D mint mark that sold for over $820. This coin sold for that price all because of its condition. Now, this doesn't have any types of mint errors, which we're going to look at here in 1 second. So all of the value for this penny is in the condition, the grade itself. It's graded by PCGS at a mint state 68 red. So the coin grading scale goes up to 70. 70 is the best condition you can get. This is at a 68. There's probably not many of them out there graded at a 68, but there could be thousands of them graded at a 66 or a 67, and those will not be worth nearly as much as something that is, that only has a few coins at a certain grade. So if there's only one of these graded at a 68 or 5 of them graded at a 68, then that's where the value comes in at, because there's going to be a demand for that top grade. $820 for that coin. Now here's a pretty extreme type of mint error on the 1984 penny. So this coin has been double struck, with that second strike being 85% off center, graded by PCGS as well, and this coin sold for over $140. Moving right along to another double strike. This is graded by NGC at a mint state 62 red brown. So you'll notice these pennies will either have a red grade, a red brown grade, or a brown grade. It's pretty obvious to, distinguish those. Red's going to be very new looking penny. Red brown's going to be in between a brown looking penny and a red penny, right? So this coin ended up selling for around $450. And you'll see that it is flipped over, so you'll see the obverse is double struck here on the reverse of this coin. Now here's a 1984 doubled die obverse. So here's what you want to look for on your 1984 Lincoln cents. Now this does have a very high grade of a mint state 68 red, so a lot of its value is coming from that as well. So here's what you want to look for. You want to look for doubling there on the ear. That is a very nice double die on this coin. A lot of people get these confused with, coins that aren't doubled ears. It may look like it's a little doubled, but this is the actual example of a doubled ear. Now, also on the 1984, we can look for doubling on the lettering as well. So you want to look for that on the phrase "In God We Trust," as well as the date 1984 itself. So look for that with your coin microscopes. I have those available right now on couchcollectibles.com. They sell out quick, so if you want one, feel free to get one on the website, couchcollectibles.com. Now this coin ended up selling for over $2,800 because of that doubled ear and because of its condition, that high grade of a mint state 68. Now if we look at another example, this coin here also has the doubled ear. However, it's graded at an AU 55, so a lot lower grade in comparison to the mint state 68. This coin only sold for around $75. So you go from $2,800 to $75. Big difference of value. We'll look at a couple other different values here. This coin here is graded by PCGS at a mint state 65 red brown. It also has that doubling on the front of the coin, but this coin sold for around $240. Now this isn't the doubled ear, this is the doubled lettering and the date. Now here is the doubled ear once again. Now this is graded at a mint state 67 plus red, so very good grade again, sold for $750. Still not the $2,800 that the 68 had, but hey, it's all based on condition on all coins when it comes down to it at the end of the day. But that is definitely something you want to look for. Even if it's a circulated penny, it's still going to be a very awesome find to find that doubling either on the lettering or on the ear. Now here is a 1984 Lincoln cent that has a die break, also referred to as a cud. We'll see that there on the rim of the coin, covering up the phrase "In God We Trust." You can look for these on all kinds of different coins and other dated pennies as well. Some cuds will be much larger than this, some can be even smaller. You'll see on the reverse it's faded out on the opposite side, going through the lettering there, 1 cent. And this coin sold for a little over $90, so not too bad. But yeah, let's move on here to another reverse die break, a much larger cud. So this is on the 1984 no mint mark, graded by NGC at a mint state 64 red brown. So taking up a large portion of the coin there, this coin sold for over $175. Moving right along to a 1984 that has a couple different types of errors here. The coin has been struck off center and it has triple curved clips. A very obvious type of mint error. You don't need a microscope to look for anything like this. This coin ended up selling for over $155. And then here's another obvious type of mint error. These two coins sold together for over $350. They've been struck off center and graded by PCGS at Mint State 63 Red Brown for both coins. So $350 for those two. Now here's a 1984 no mint mark that has a very high grade of a Mint State 68 Red. So there must be a lot of these graded at a Mint State 68 Red for the no mint mark because the coin only sold for around $90 and that's a very good grade. So yeah, some coins of 68 can make the coin very, very valuable. In some cases, not so valuable, all because of grade population. How many of these coins exist at this grade? Now here's a 1984 that has been struck 75% off center, graded by PCGS as well, and this coin sold for over $165. Now here's a very awesome type of mint error, one of my favorite types of mint errors, double denomination. It's the 1984 Lincoln cent that was struck onto a 10-cent coin. So a Roosevelt dime. You'll see both the Roosevelt dime design and the Lincoln cent design, and that's why this coin sold for over $1,100. Over $1,000 coin there. Now this coin here sold for over $1,700. Nearly a $2,000 coin here, and that is because it is the 1984 S mint mark Lincoln cent design. So it was supposed to be the proof 1984 penny that was struck onto a 10-cent planchet. So the dime design wasn't struck onto the planchet like the previous coin. This was actually a blank 10-cent planchet that the Lincoln cent design was struck onto. And like I say, this coin sold for $1,700. Now this coin here is a 1984 1 cent Lincoln cent that was overstruck onto a 1984 10-cent Roosevelt dime. So again, another double denomination. The coin that we looked at a couple coins ago, we had the reverse of the Roosevelt dime with the obverse of the Lincoln cent. So it's kind of opposite here. We have the obverse of the Roosevelt dime along with the obverse of the Lincoln cent. And then you'll also see the reverse of the Roosevelt dime with the reverse of the Lincoln cent. This coin sold for nearly $3,300. So over a $3,000 coin. Now this next coin here has some partial plating. It's the 1984 no mint mark Lincoln penny. And this coin is graded by PCGS at a Mint State 64 Red Brown. This coin ended up selling for over $165. Here's another example of partial plating on the 1984 penny. This coin ended up selling for over $215. So it all depends on the condition, the type of error, the date in which the error is on. Things like that will all affect the value of these coins. Now here's just a 1984 S mint mark. You'll find these in proof sets. You know, it doesn't mean that yours is going to grade at a proof 70 just because it's in a set, but this coin did grade at a perfect grade, a proof 70 red deep cameo. Can't get any higher than 70 on the grading scale. This coin sold for over $160. Alright guys, don't forget to subscribe in the middle, check out the videos to the left of me, and until tomorrow, I'll see you guys in the comment section below. This is Couch Collectibles, and this is where I disappear.